Good evening and salutations, my GH friends. You know, for the past couple of days, General Hospital has been on a roller coaster. There's been episodes that have been good. There's been episodes where there was pretty much no point of watching. There's been pockets of things that have actually been good um, within the episodes, but the episodes weren't actually good itself. There's been times where Trina and Spencer has been the best part of the episode. And this is coming from a person who is kind of iffy on them. Like, I don't really care one way or the other, but there's been times where they've been the best part of the episode. So, going into this episode, Sonny and Cyrus, it felt like it was kind of on repeat. It was like, okay, cool, I get it. Sonny wants to go there to put Cyrus on notice. Okay, alright, you pretty much kind of did that. Is there anything else you want to sit there and do? It just felt like he just kept going on and on and on and on and on. It was like, all right, Sonny, we get it. You want to, he gets it. If he steps out of line, it's his ass. He does this, it's his ass. Like, we got it. And then, he brings up the whole, oh, yeah, I know you were the one that, tried to sit there and, rat me out to the feds and stuff like that. And bring up something that happened like 3 weeks ago or maybe a month ago or I don't know how long ago. And of course, he plays stupid like he doesn't know what he's talking about. And it's like the conversation just goes on way too long. And after a while, there's really no point. The only thing that is slightly interesting in this whole conversation is when he brings up Laura. And he's like, listen, don't just be showing up there, showing up to her place of business, whatever, unannounced. And that's when you can see Cyrus react. That's when you can see, it's like, you ever been so angry? It's like you don't just say something. It looked like Cyrus wanted to sit there and literally take that mop and beat the living hell out of Sonny when he brought up Laura. I don't I don't fully understand what is the jealousy part that he seems to have when it comes to a Sonny and Laura. One of the things that he said a long time ago, it still rings true. He's like, wait, so you're cool with Sonny even though he be doing all sorts of illegal activity. I do it, and there's a problem. And I remember Laura just being kind of tongue tied, where it's like she didn't even really know how to answer that because she knew in a lot of ways he was right. Other than that, again, the scene just kind of it's like you made your point and it just kind of flounder out the wall. And Valentine, oh my goodness, this man is so delusional at this point. This dude actually said to her that, oh, once Charlotte gets a lot better, whatever, we can move forward and stuff. I'm just like, are you serious, bro? She shot a child because of you. She shot a child because of your lies, and he's just like, well, once she comes back to the house or whatever, we can sit there and just move on. And she's like, no, that's like your lies is what pretty much kind of keeps me up at night because I shot a child. What are you talking about at this point? And Valentine's like, oh, she'll recover. She'll recover. And I'm literally saying she was like, I actually had to rewind that like 3 times. It's like, I know he didn't just say that. Okay? Like, you can't be that dense. Which is something I don't get tomorrow. Because, after everything was said and done, she was like, what, listen, I'm going to have as little contact with you as possible. And then you see the previews tomorrow, and it looks like Anna does something stupid. Again. She probably goes and sees Charlotte, and Valentine snaps. And I'm just like, but yesterday you was like, oh, she'll recover, and eventually y'all move forward. What happened with that plan? Nina probably gets a confession out of Charlotte, and she did everything except for, obviously shoot Sonny. and burned down the house, which I don't fully believe that, but whatever, fine. But let's just sit there and say she didn't burn down the place. And that means that maybe that guy foresight something that Anna was talking about, maybe still coming after her. But yeah, she pretty much kind of cops everything. She plays the victim. Um, Nina hugs her, and I just sit there and I look at this, and I'm like, she's not going to learn anything. The only thing she's going to learn is that her parents, or her dad and Nina will just sit there and cover up anything that she does. And she'll continue to sit there and just keep doing reckless stuff until something like that happens again, or worse. It seems like she didn't learn anything, which is like why consequences need to happen. And I don't just mean her being shot. I mean like her facing some jail time, juvie something. The one thing that Carly said to Drew was pretty laughable when she was like, I went to the hotel and I was so angry at Nina. It's like she has my life and everything like that. And I'm like, okay, but the reason why you don't have the hotel is because of your stupidity. Because you being pigheaded. You not listening to Michael and Drew when they told you not to do something and you did it anyway. And you have the audacity to sit there and walk in that hotel and be like, oh yeah, this used to be mine. I'm like, yeah, yeah. And then you lost it. And you're upset with her because you lost your hotel, um, because you didn't want to listen to anyone else. Like I found that to be pretty laughable at that point. You know? And I'm like, it's again, it's also pretty hilarious. Not just the fact that she walks in and she's like, "Well, you have my life." I was like, technically, Carly, you should be in jail. If we're gonna be honest, you should be in jail. You should be in jail. He should be in jail a lot longer than 6 months. So, yeah, the complaining just seems like it falls on deaf ears for me, and I'm a Carly fan. But you can miss me with all that BS. Drew still sits there and thinks that it's Ned. Talks about when Ned walked in and practically acted like a jackass to Michael. Instead of thanking him for saving a deal while, he was Eddie Main. But, he seemed like he wants to then take ELQ or do something to him, screw him over somehow. So you got that going on. Diane, out of nowhere, I feel like this might have been a rewrite. Because Diane's like, listen, I can't rep you. And because um, she's actually going to be the lawyer for the family that's suing him. So that's out. And of course, Finn talks to Gregory about the whole thing, and he's worried about the whole malpractice too. Even though he followed everything to the letter, when it comes towards a jury, 9 times out of 10, especially when it comes towards things like cancer, they tend to think on their emotions. So yeah. Um, Curtis and Jordan. My man actually spent like a good 10 minutes or whatever beating around the bush, talking about meditation and you want some tea and this, that, and the third. So, could you help me out with something that's kind of slightly illegal? And Jordan's just like, yeah, alright, I'll do it. I'm like, what? Because not that long ago, he would sit there and ask her to do stuff, and she was like, I can't do that. I'm not going to sit there and cross that line. Now she's like, alright, but on one condition. I do it with you. Okay. And of course, he tries to fight it. He's like, no, I can do it by myself. And he's like, nope. So that's pretty much the deal. And he's like, all right. Yeah, it's literally just as simple as that. I seem like a lot of stalling for like little to no reason. just to get to that point, but I felt like they were just trying to run down the clock at this point. Oh, and Max is trying to get Cody to sit there and do more shoots with Sasha. But Cody's like, listen, I can't do it because she doesn't want to work with me, and I'm not going to sit there and force her to. And Sasha's sitting there overhearing the idea, and even though Max is sitting there like, all right, I'll sit there and give you this, I'll give you that. He's like, no, I'm not going to do it. Sasha came in there and Sasha was like, yeah, no, let's do it. Because I'm like, I get it, you don't want to have anything romantic with him yet. Okay, whatever. I'm kind of got my mixed feelings about this, but fine. But this is business stuff. So, I'm glad that she put aside that stuff to sit there and, take care of the company and taking care of business. So she's like, all right, I'll do it. And he was just like, okay. So another thing that was, I don't want to sit there and say it was pointless, but like, it's like, no, I won't do it. Okay, yeah, sure, I'll do it. You literally could have just summed it up just like that. That's literally how that scene went from start to finish. I feel like that's about it. I can't really think of anything else, but as I always sit there and say, if I forgot anything, you know what to do. Come to the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll sit there and talk about all the shows during our hospital, Days of Our Lives, Born the Beautiful, and Young and the Restless. And with that being said, I'm going to go. I want to thank you for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.